Men, pay attention to the jokes she makes. Behind every playful comment is the truth she's too afraid to say directly. If your woman constantly jokes in these ways, it's not humor, it's disrespect. Today, I'll reveal 8 jokes that show she doesn't respect you anymore. These are not harmless jests. They are red flags you need to address before your relationship crumbles. Pay close attention, because what you're about to hear might just change your perspective on your relationship entirely. Before we start, hit subscribe and comment if you've ever been the target of one of these jokes. It might help another man see the truth. Joke 1. Jokes about you being lazy. This is one of the most common and subtle forms of disrespect. She constantly makes digs about you not doing enough, whether it's around the house with chores or in your career. For example, she might be at a family dinner and say, "He finally did the dishes. I almost thought I'd have to hire someone." Or in front of your friends, she might laugh and say, "I'd ask him to fix the leaky faucet, but he'd probably just nap on the couch instead." While it might sound like a simple, harmless joke, what she's really doing is framing you as lazy, incompetent, and weak in front of others. This isn't a playful jab, it's a public performance designed to tear you down and make you look bad. She's expressing her genuine resentment without having to have a difficult, serious conversation. The laugh she puts on at the end is just a way to dismiss your feelings if you try to call her out on it. Joke 2. Jokes about your finances. This is one of the most damaging types of disrespectful jokes because it strikes at the core of a man's identity as a provider. She might laugh about your income, your career, or your money habits in a way that's meant to belittle and humiliate you. She could say, "Oh, he's rich, he just doesn't know it yet." Or, "We'd go on a real vacation, but his savings account is still recovering from that last latte." This isn't about humor. It's a clear sign she values you only as a provider. If she's not happy with your financial situation, she's not happy with you. The joke is just a thinly veiled way to express her resentment and dissatisfaction with your ability to provide for her. A woman who respects you will support your ambitions, not mock your current financial standing. Joke 3. Jokes about other men being better. This is a gut punch disguised as humor. She makes comments that directly compare you to other men, whether it's her male friends, your friends, or even her ex-boyfriends. She might say something like, "I wish you were more like him, he's so much more ambitious," or "My ex-boyfriend would have known how to fix this." This is disrespect wrapped in comparison. It's a way for her to constantly remind you that you don't measure up to her standards. A woman who loves and respects you will lift you up and celebrate your strengths. She won't use other men as a weapon to make you feel inadequate. This kind of joke plants a seed of doubt and insecurity that can slowly erode your self-worth. It's a psychological tactic to make you feel like you are perpetually in a competition you can never win. Joke 4. Jokes about your appearance. A loyal and loving woman finds you attractive and builds you up. A woman who's lost respect for you, however, will tear you down with jokes about your body, your style, or your looks. She might say, "You've really let yourself go," or "Maybe if you dressed better, people would take you seriously." This kind of teasing is degrading and malicious. It shows she's not proud to be with you and sees your appearance as a flaw to be mocked rather than something to be cherished. This is a tactic designed to make you feel insecure and unattractive, which ultimately gives her more power in the relationship. A healthy relationship is built on mutual admiration, not constant criticism. When she laughs at your expense, she's signaling that she finds your physical form an object of ridicule, not of affection. Joke 5. Jokes about you being controlling. This is a classic deflection tactic. She suggests you're too strict or jealous, all while hiding her own questionable or disloyal behavior. "I can't go out with my friends, my warden won't let me," is a joke that's really a way of shifting blame and making you look bad in front of others. She's painting you as the bad guy and making herself the victim so she can continue to do as she pleases without being held accountable. This kind of humor is manipulative. It's designed to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries and to make her appear innocent, even when she's not. The joke is her way of creating a narrative where her behavior is justified and your concerns are dismissed as unreasonable. Joke 6. Jokes about not needing you. This humor masks a deep-seated resentment and a lack of true emotional investment. She might say something like, "I could do better without you," or "I'd be so much happier single." While she might laugh it off as "just kidding," these are the very words she's thinking. This isn't humor. It's a way for her to test your reaction and see how much she can get away with. It's a sign that she's already checked out emotionally and is subtly letting you know that you are replaceable in her life. This joke is a warning shot that your relationship is on shaky ground, and she is already fantasizing about a life without you. Joke 7. Jokes about commitment. She laughs at the idea of marriage, loyalty, or a long-term future together. If you bring up the next step in your relationship, she might say something like, "Who, me? Get married? You must be joking." Or she'll roll her eyes and say, "We'll see about that." This shows she doesn't take your bond seriously and sees your future together as a source of amusement rather than a goal. She's not just joking about commitment, she's showing you her true feelings. She's not invested in a future with you. This kind of humor can make you feel like your relationship is a temporary arrangement, not a serious partnership. It indicates that she is likely keeping her options open and sees your bond as a convenience rather than a true commitment. Joke 8. Jokes at your expense in public. This is the most embarrassing and obvious form of disrespect. She tells stories that make you look bad or says things that are meant to humiliate you in front of friends and family. For example, she might tell a story about a time you made a mistake at work and embellish it for a laugh, or she might say, "He's so awkward he can't even talk to people." She'll then laugh and say, "I'm just kidding." But her laughter is a cover. For public disrespect, a woman who truly loves and respects you will protect your reputation, not tear it down in front of others. This joke is a power play designed to make you feel small and embarrassed, ensuring that everyone around you sees her as the more dominant and witty one in the relationship. This behavior shows a complete lack of regard for your feelings and social standing. Jokes about laziness, money, other men, appearance, being controlling, not needing you, commitment, and public humiliation. These aren't jokes at all, they're signs of disrespect. Don't let her laughter fool you. These are clear red flags that you are not respected and you need to take action. Ignoring them will only lead to further erosion of your self-worth and the destruction of the relationship. If you've experienced these so-called jokes, hit like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments. Your experience could open another man's eyes.